Welcome to the Week 8 recap. Not much to talk about this week. It was kind of just blowouts all around. No real narrow victories, although one will tell you that Ramsey's defeat was the narrowest victory by about 25 points.
5 points. This was, if anything else, a week of highs and lows for everybody. Keely got to join the club of having a negative quarterback posting, so welcome. It's now her, me, and who was the third person that had
that?
Scott. Yeah.
I also think she put up the lowest score of the season so far, with less than 12 points away from not triple digits, which is pretty much unheard of in this league.
Pretty much unheard of, and I think she beat out Scott or her own record for that new lowest score?
Her own record, I believe.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not a good season for her so far.
No. It's just really, I mean, there's not a whole lot of standout things to talk about this week. Some people did fine, some people did poorly, but overall, not a super high scoring week aside from Rocco, who got back into the 200s. But the next nearest thing there was Mr. Mojo Rising over there, about a full 20 points back, and everybody else, hovering around maxes in like the 160s, 170s, and then the rest of us who are down in the 130s and the 140s range. And then also Keely.
Well, don't forget that this week we also had one of, I'd call it the most dickish pickup, even after my stealing Kyle Allen from Rick when he was playing against me. Because mine had some sort of weird strategy of playing Rick, and maybe Rick wants Kyle Allen, which ended up working. I got my fab back. Rick got Kyle Allen, whatever. But Tim picked up Jake Lutton with Gardner Minshew going down for $26, over a quarter of his fab.
Next highest bid, $0 by Rocco. Tim just kind of, whipping out his dick and putting it on the table and being, look at what I can do. Now all of you guys who need a quarterback don't have one. Give me your offers.
Because I have 6 of them.
Because I have all the quarterbacks. He's replaced Scott who had all the quarterbacks last season. Now Tim has all the quarterbacks. And he's just kind of throwing that weight around in the league right now. So I can only imagine what he's trying to get for it.
Speaking of Scott, it was pointed out to me that Scott traded away a first-round pick for Bobby Wagner, and then didn't even play Bobby Wagner.
I didn't notice that.
What? Come on, Scott. Don't just hit accept on this shit. Actually think about it. You're running a team here.
Tim is being Mr. Sly Dog on the trading block this season. He is everywhere. He's kind of the trade slut so far. He's getting trades out everywhere for everybody. And it seems to be doing at least decently well for him and giving him a team with options. They might not be performing the best, but he's got a team with options.
Unlike some people who just have a team with an infirmary, I'll call it.
Which, for some reason, Tim has called himself the infirmary, but I don't know if he's actually got the worst team when it comes to injuries. He's got Jordan Howard, that's out. He's got Kenyon Drake, that's out. He's got Deebo Samuel, that's out. All right, that's pretty bad. Let's see. He's got Devin Bush is injured, plus he's got a full IR. All right, so that's, pretty respectable injury count on the infirmary team there. Nick, how's yours looking?
Over on Team Allegro, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players out. We got Nick Bosa on the IR, Alan Lazard on the IR, Chris Carson, Miles Sanders, Devonta Freeman, and Tyrod Taylor all out. So only one of those isn't a starter.
All righty, let's go check my team here really quick. As of now this week, there's Jimmy G, so that's 1. Then we've also got Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon and Michael Thomas still out. We got Tim Patrick, so now he's also out. We've also now got all of my defensive players Literally, every spare IDP player I have has filled up my IR, and none of my other like starting players are able to go on IR. They're just out, and they've been out for weeks without being on the IR, keeping my roster full there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus one of the guys on my taxi squad is out. It doesn't matter. He's a backup quarterback for Green Bay, but it's like I feel like I'm kind of
you picked
equaling
up the
Tim
love?
with the infirmary here.
You picked up the love in the draft? Is that what's going on?
Something like that.
Well, yeah, it's just been a
everybody's hurt. Tim is the infirmary team name. We might want to change that name to him for our league. Every team is hurting real bad this season.
Yep. Yeah, the NFL has been interesting. The Giants game last night both gave me hope and crushed my soul at the same time.
Oh, how'd that go? I didn't pay attention. I had to teach students about shit. So
extremely close, and we lost by 2 points to the Buccaneers. And we played really, really, really well for a very long time. The defense looked great. The offense was okay.
Your team's doing bad in a season when you're playing great overall. The offense is doing just okay.
Well, so the offense had like 3 great quarters, only 1 pick, and the defense stopped him to a field goal after that. Daniel Jones he needs to know when to throw the ball away, man. He keeps just trying to make something happen and ends up throwing it to a defender. I'm starting to think he might not be our franchise QB that I was hoping he'd be. Because it's one of those things where he just needs to fix like this and he can make it happen. You see it there. You want to polish off the window, but sometimes you just break the glass.
Oh man. Hey man, at least he's not Sam Darnold.
Fair.
Because
I'll take it. Or Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins
was someone. In that draft, people were fucking nuts when the Giants skipped over Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins got him. Especially around here because everyone's a Redskins fan, and they were giving me shit like, "Oh, Giants are so fucking stupid." And I'm like, "Well, guess what? I'd rather have Dan Jones than your fucking QB." But that's about all I got this week.
Honestly, is there any COVID implications right now? I know the Packers game has COVID implications. They're losing out at least some of their players. I don't know if that's expanded into any game changes for going into this week.
So far, it has not. Just specific players being out. Looks like some people are going to get called up to play. So guess waivers might be fun tomorrow. And then the other thing is if it does get moved, it'll likely get moved to Sunday because it'll give them the chance to do some more testing. So we wouldn't have any impacts in that regard because you'd be able to play everyone on Sunday.
All right.
But if anything moves around, we'll let you guys know. And have a great day, everybody. Good luck.
Alrighty. Peace out, guys. Do your best because that's how we can do this season.